wants to know. You ready for this? There you go. 337. I gotta get sympathy from you guys because I can't get it anywhere else. Let me set up the mic here. You know something? Microphone here. And all right. Test. And record. There we go. I'm mentally exhausted. Doing 2 shows a week, I got news for you. I'm mentally exhausted. And now I'm physically exhausted pulling this toolbox. You know something? I'm so disgusted. I watched this Elon Musk and this Falcon Heavy launch. Did anybody see this thing? This rocket, this amazing rocket that took off into like low Earth orbit. And then the two, I guess, the rocket had 3 pieces, and 2 of the pieces came down like 1960s sci-fi and landed themselves on these 2 launch pads. Bing, bang, virtually at the same time. I mean, I'm trying to imagine the mathematics involved. Oh my God, the algorithms, the physics, the every calculation had to be accounted for. The wind, probably the relative humidity, the temperature. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And in the YouTube video that I'm watching it on, it was probably like you know how you find the one with the most views. That way you're probably not getting the bullshit. Okay, 3 days later it had like 250,000 views. And then I find out that Kylie Jenner put out some type of video about her pregnancy. And at the end of the pregnancy, you see like a clip of her baby's leg. They don't even show the whole baby. They just show the baby's leg. 37 million views. First day on Instagram. I'm like, I want to move out of the country. Already. Oh my God. Oh God. And people wonder why the Japanese think we're the biggest idiots alive. Everybody's scratching their head. How come we don't get the what's the game? How come we don't get the Dragon Quest series over here in America? How come they don't bring the Mother games over here to America? Because look at us! And I feel so bad for this Elon Musk guy. He's got to launch a car into outer space. A car. Can you think of anything more ridiculous in your life? But why is he doing it? Because he's basically like saying to America, hey, over here, dummies! Look, car, outer space. Hey, gorillas, look. look. And then we go, car in outer space. You understand something? You only have, like, a mission to Mars. I think you only have a launch window of, like, a day or two every year. I mean, you just can't send things up into space every day. There's a finite amount of times that Elon Musk is going to be able to use his brain to send things into outer space. We can't have him launching cars up there. Oh my God. And then they're showing an interview with Elon Musk, you know, and he's sitting there talking about how, you know, there's 3 sections to the rocket, and the anchor points are under, like, I don't know, you know, 500,000 pounds of pressure or thrust or something like that. They had to redesign the whole center core because when you hit supersonic speeds, the forces go up exponentially, and then they zip back to the anchor lady, and she's like, I can't believe they put a car in space. That's crazy. I'm like, oh my God. I just want to. And then I'm at work, and I go up to, like, the smartest guy I know at work. And I say, hey, can you believe this, you know, this Falcon Heavy launch only got like 200-something thousand views? And Kylie Jenner gets 37 million views the first day? You know what he says to me? I swear, he says to me just like this. I'd fuck Kylie Jenner. I just wanted to grab him by the hair and start shaking him. Are you in there? Is anybody in there? I don't know. We got a package. Guys, we got a look at all that hair on that tape. That looks like my wife's filthy animal hair. All right. Here we go. We're down to our last 2 boxes. How about that? I'm in a panic. I really don't know what I'm going to do. All right. Here's a package from Robert. Hey. Hey, Rob, any relation to Bruce? All right. And he's from Canyon City, Oregon. Oregon. I screwed up. LA, somebody had LA on the package, and I said Los Angeles. When in all reality, it was Louisiana. Okay, so there you have it. Sorry, I'm not Elon Musk. I'm just Bithead 1000, the host of the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. Sip of coffee for Elon Musk, by the way. He's no Carl Sagan, but we'll take him. I hate to keep on going to this, but this guy's ultimate plan is to colonize Mars. I mean, can you think of anything more fantastic? And then they go and they interview Bill Nye. Like, when did Bill Nye... First of all, When did Neil deGrasse Tyson become like a resident Albert Einstein? All right, what did this knucklehead ever do? Honestly. I only say that because he tried doing Carl Sagan's old show, and I remember when he was doing it, his hands were shaking the whole time. What, are you kidding me? What kind of astrophysicist sits there nervous in front of a camera? Come on, pale blue dot, Carl Sagan. What? You're an astrophysicist? You're getting nervous in front of a camera? You have a mind that is so expansive, and you realize the beauty of space and how things work, and you're nervous to get in front of some dopey camera? I don't know. And then I gotta listen to Bill Nye sit there in his, by the way, his old age, tell us, why do we want to colonize Mars? Who would want to live on Mars? I said, Bill Nye, this dummy, is trying to throw a wrench into the works. He's a scientist. He should be on board. Oh my God, Bill Nye. I'd like to grab him by that bow tie of his. Fucking idiot. I don't know. Alright. Got a note here. Wow, nice note. Excuse me. Hi, Jesse. I enjoy the show, as it's the greatest in human civilization. I'd like to contribute to your mission for a complete NES collection. I have one game that I don't think you have acquired. Okay, I thought he was going to tell me one. Bartman Meets Radioactive Man is a terrible game. It can go upwards for $30 loose online, which is ridiculous. I'd rather you not waste your money on this game. The game itself is in okay condition. Oh, you just told us what game. Rob, come on, will you get it together, buddy? All right. I also included... All right, I'm not going to go any further. Okay, your videos are very entertaining. Your stories trigger my memories of growing up in the tri-state area, New Jersey. New Jersey, my father calls New Jersey the armpit of America. I don't feel that way. That's my father talking. Anyway. Playing games, eating legit Italian food, hanging out on St. Mark's during the late 90s. I was there, buddy. I was there. Hey, what's ABC Del Rio? Who remembers that one, huh? Anybody? Yeah. I'm pretty certain it was Classic Gaming Quarterly that brought your channel to my attention. Wow. How about that? YouTube community in action. Sincerely, Rob. Thank you, Rob. All right. Let's pull them out. Here we go. I'm not going to look at them. We'll do it together. Even though I already saw the top one. The Simpsons Bartman Meets Radioactive Man. Yeah, I don't know where this game went. Me and my buddy Phil, we were pretty up on all the Simpsons games. I used to love Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants. I thought it was a great game. We thought it was a great game. But Yeah, there we go. Acclaim at it again. We actually have a copy of this, though. But this is a much nicer copy of it. Okay. I saw it. Here we go. Ultra game. Here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. People go crazy for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, okay? I remember I was in the 7th grade when I first heard about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Some guy brought in this graphic novel. Jake. Kid named Jake. And he was a big comic book guy. He was one of these guys that would wear the trench coat. He was one of these guys that everybody would steer clear of. His name was Jake. And when I thought remember that Pearl Jam song Jeremy? It was about the kid that came to class and blasted everybody. I thought of Jake. I said that's something Jake would do. You know, he was a very artistic kid. He could draw beautifully. He was way into comic books, and I remember he brought in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a black and white graphic novel. And then I remember just that name. What a clever name. It just stuck in your head, right? And then, well, there are a whole slew of copycats. What was there? The adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters. I used to have those comics, man. Here we go. Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. Yeah, everybody will put their nose up to this game. But I got news for you. It was a big deal back in the day when you had 2 games on one cartridge. For a Nintendo game, I imagine this was the first one to do it. That was a big deal. And what a pack-in. Think about it. What a pack-in. We take this one for granted. What do we got here? And the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's a classic for you, huh? You know, we talk about this game a lot. I think it's a great game. But I think people need to understand what a graphical powerhouse this game was when it came out. I used to like to use Donatello, with the stick. Donatello could hit up with the stick. That was great. Once Donatello died, all hope was lost. All hope was lost with that game from the time you pressed the power on, because it was so difficult. But once you lost Donatello, it was like, let me make a peanut butter sandwich. Wow, Rob. I can't thank you enough. Wow, that's a nice lot of games right there. There we go. Sip of coffee for Rob. In other news, I went to. I'm pretty excited about this one. I went to an estate sale. Here we go. I'm driving on my way home. This isn't related to anything, but I don't know. Let's head in that direction. I'm driving home from work on a Friday. It's freezing cold outside, and I see a sign for an estate sale, a big blaring sign. So immediately I think to myself, how much money do I have in my wallet? And I look at my wallet and I got $2. And I'm like, I got to go to this estate sale, because I always find something when I have no money in my pocket. So I go into this place. This place was loaded with stuff. It was one of those overwhelming things where I was just like, my eyeballs were bouncing back and forth. He had this like ceramic Batman figurine, huge, that was in this. Who cares? Listen, I walk by, I see a Holly carburetor in the box. Here we go. I had to buy this for two reasons. First, we're going to flip it. It's basically, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's in decent shape. I picked it up for nostalgia reasons as much as I did to flip it. It's a Holly vacuum secondary 750 CFM carburetor. And the guy wanted $50 for it. So here we go. I got $2 in my pocket. He wants $50 for it. I say, "Hey buddy, would you take 30 for it?" He goes, no. He goes, $40. I said, I said, "Would you do 30? I said, "Come on, would you do 30? And then finally he goes, "All right, 30. I said, "All right, where can I put it? Because I got to run to the bank." The guy, if you could, I wish I had my camera glasses. If you could see the way the guy looked at me, oh my God, it was priceless. But this is the carburetor that I had on my 1977 Thunderbird. Oh my God, when I was a kid. I built a 1977 Thunderbird. I put a 460 from a 1972 Lincoln. I took out the engine from the Lincoln. And quick story, I go to the junkyard to get my to pick up the 460. I go to the junkyard. I say, you got a 460 big block Ford? And they're like, "Yeah, we got one in a 72 Lincoln. You want it?" I said, "Yeah." "All right, it's going to take our guys a half hour to take it out. You could stick around, or you can come back later." I said, "I'll stick around." So I'm sitting in a bench out. Listen, a junkyard is the most depressing place of all time. Everywhere you step, it's mud for some reason. The employees that work there, listen, guys that work in a junkyard, they might be the type of guys to drink a little, to curse a little. I mean, they're fucking animals. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this black guy. And a guy would bring over a forklift with a car. He would just jam the forks right into the side of the car and bring it over and lift it up over the guy's head. No thought about safety whatsoever. And the guy would go under there with a torch, like a acetylene torch, cut the straps on the gas tank, and the gas tank would just fall down on the floor. The gas would be flying everywhere, because basically what would happen is the tank would fall and the gravity would rip all the lines, and there would be gas flying everywhere, and the guy holding the torch like this. I said, this is the most incredibly dangerous job I've ever seen in my life. So they come out with the motor, they load it up in the truck, and as I'm walking out, I go up to the guy and I say, "Boy, I wouldn't want your job." And he says like this to me. He goes, "Why do you think they got a nigger doing it?" And I was like, oh boy. Stay out of junkyards, kids. If there was, that should have been a video that they show in school. If they showed that in school, every kid would go to college. Depressing. That always stuck with me. I said, man, oh man, as bad as I could have it in life, I am not doing that. So, anyway. Yeah, I remember I built this Thunderbird. I put a 460 in it with a C6 transmission. I remember I built my own motor mounts. The big thing was, on Long Island, we used to have a racetrack out east. Oh, they shut it down. They shut it down. Why? Because it was too noisy. Oh my God! Somebody, get me out of here! I want out of here! My dream was to just build a car so I could go down. I would go down to the racetrack every weekend and watch drag racing. And so I just wanted to build a car so I could go down there and race. So this I put this, I rebuilt this whole 460 engine, which was great because at the time everybody was building Hondas. I remember my friend Danny. I had the engine apart inside my shed there, and my friend Danny came over, and Danny was a big Honda guy, and I swear to God, the cylinders on a big block Ford, it's like you could put a coffee can inside of it. And I remember he came over and he had this voice he goes, "Oh my God, look at how big the cylinders are." And I was like, yeah, man, that's big block power, buddy. Anyhow, get my car done, drive it down to the track. Very first, now I'm so nervous. I do my little burnout in the water box there, which was like the biggest thrill ever. I didn't even care about racing. I didn't want to beat anybody. I just wanted to do a burnout in the burnout box. That's it. I was a happy man. I could have got beat by a Volkswagen Beetle after that. I wouldn't have cared. Honestly. Just wanted to do a burnout. So I'm lined up at the line there. And I get halfway down the track and I completely fried my transmission. I had this Listen, the only thing I didn't know how to work on was the automatic transmission. So I bought this TCI transmission. I'll never forget. It set me back I think I paid $2,500 for it. Saved all my pennies. $2,500 I dropped on this fucking TCI transmission. Halfway down the track, fried the transmission. Smoke pouring everywhere. I pull over to the side of the track. The guy comes down. There's always a guy in a pickup truck. He comes down to help people off the track. He throws me a rope. He goes, "Here, tie this up." He's tying it up to his truck. I'm tying it up to the car. I shut the car off. What I didn't realize is when I shut the car off, it locked the steering wheel. And my steering wheel is turned to the side. So I'm in this panic. I get in. I got a Hurst quarter stick. I shift it into neutral. I yell. The guy's like, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go." He starts pulling me. My car, because my steering wheel's locked and my wheels turned to the side from pulling to the side of the track, my car starts heading for the wall. He starts going forward. My car goes this way. Bang! Snapped the rope. He had a rope. Not even a chain. He had a rope. Snapped the rope. And my car's heading for the wall. I jam on the brakes. I mean, it looked ridiculous. The guy gets out of the car. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, the steering wheel. He's like, "Son of a bitch." Because now everybody's waiting to race. Now in the distance, I hear from the stands, "Asshole, asshole." I'm like, oh my God. Now my hands, I'm shaking. The guy comes. He ties the rope up. He throws the rope at me again. He's pissed at me. Anyhow, I get the car. We get the car to the end. He gets me to the end of the traps, and right around what's the lane where you come back? I forget the name of the lane where you come back. He leaves me all the way at the end of the track, and I'm like, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, aren't you you're not gonna tow me back to the pits? And he disconnects the rope and he leaves me down there. So now, I got news for you. A 1977 Thunderbird weighs about, now keep in mind, even with a bigger engine and a bigger transmission now, it had to weigh 4,200 pounds. Easily. The car was a fucking boat anchor. So now, keep in mind, what's the road going back? Before it even turns to pavement, it's bluestone. So now I'm pushing my car. I pushed my car a quarter of a mile back to the pits. All the while, guys passing me by giving me the thumbs up. I pushed my car all the way to pit row, and then I got to call a tow truck. Now, keep in mind, we're all the way out in East Hampton, okay? The fucking track is like an hour and 15 minutes away. I call a tow truck, right? By the way, my buddy Frank's the tow truck driver. I call him a million times. Before cell phones, I was using a payphone. I call him a million times. He's not picking up. I wind up calling a tow truck. The tow truck driver says, yeah. Oh, I talked to the guy that runs the racetrack. Yeah, you got to get that car to the gate. Tow truck's not allowed to come in here. So now from the pit to the gate is another, I don't know, 2 football fields? So now I'm pushing my car through the pits. You think anybody would help me? You think anyone would help me? No. And I had to push my car all the way to the gate. Tow truck driver puts my car on the tow truck. Cost me $250 to get home. And on the way home, I see my buddy Frank, like, you know, I'm almost in the neighborhood. I see my buddy Frank in his tow truck going the other way. And I wave to him, and he waves to me. You think TCI stood by their transmission? Take a guess at that one. Holly carburetor, what are you going to do? All right, is everybody bored to death? Our very last package, here we go. What's from Patrick? From Hanako Falls, New York. By the way, the next time I ran at the track, my battery went dead. There you go. And that was it. No more track for me after that. I thought... never mind. Here we go. Dear Bedhead, one man in his shed at 4 a.m. 3:37. Muttering into a camera has quickly become my favorite video game channel. Dare I say the greatest. Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. From one 30-something dad to another, I hope these help. Pat, from Rochester, New York. Thanks, Pat. 30-something-year-old dad. It's tough, buddy, huh? It's tough. It ain't easy. That's tough. Wow. Wow-wee. All right, we got a stack of games here, buddies. Wow. Let's not look, huh? All right. Here we go. I'm excited. Get out of here. Oh, wow. Here we go. Capcom. Codename Viper. Wow, this was dare I say, a common game. State-of-the-art, high-resolution. Capcom USA. Codename Viper. I remember seeing this. This was one of those games that I had multiple opportunities to buy and just wound up veering in different directions. I've actually never played Codename Viper. But my guess is it's a Capcom game. It couldn't be. It can't be half bad. Ah, Jesus Christ! What did I just catch a glimpse of? Boy, oh boy, what timing! Data East coming at you. Heavy Barrel! Oh my God, guys, what a game! What a game! Sip of coffee for Heavy Barrel. Guys, on my first experience, me and my buddy Steve, we would go down to Drago Pizza. You ready for this? We went into Drago Pizza for the first time. They had Altered Beast. Wow. Get a couple of Zeppelis. Get a couple of garlic knots. Get the best Sicilian slice I've ever had in my life. Anyhow. Here we go. Heavy Barrel was in the arcade, had this wonderful controller. Okay, nobody's played Heavy Barrel. If you never played Heavy Barrel, think Akari Warriors with better graphics and a better concept and better level design and better everything. Think of the controllers. These controllers you could spin. They were like knobs that you could spin so you could turn your guy. You have like an overhead view of your guy as a run and gun. And you could turn in the knob and your guy would turn, but you could also move in direction so you can strafe. Oh my God, what fun! But here, listen, here's the rub with Heavy Barrel. You open up these treasure, you get keys when you kill guys, you open up these treasure chests, and you get pieces to a special gun called the Heavy Barrel. And when you would get the Heavy Barrel, the guy would say, Heavy Barrel! And then you would get this cannon of a gun that would absolutely annihilate everything on the screen. I mean, you want to talk about an adrenaline rush. If ever I would have made, and I never did in my career with the Nintendo, if ever I would have made a day one purchase, it would have been for Heavy Barrel. I was so enamored with the arcade. And the Nintendo did a competent job porting it over. They did. I'm not sure if the guy yells Heavy Barrel in the Nintendo version. I don't think he does. And if he doesn't, it's a crime. Alright, I'm not looking. Got here. Oh, wow. Whew, isn't that nice? HAL America Incorporated. Wow, Pat. Lolo. Wow, there's a neat game for you, huh? I've never played The Adventures of Lolo, but I only hear fantastic things about it. Puzzler, if I'm right. Wow, look at that. Nice cover art there. The Adventures of Lolo. Nice. There we go. Wow. Tato game here. Renegade. Wow, look at this guy. He's kicking this guy in the jaw. Take that. Take that, buddy. Right, he's going off the ledge. Double Dragon style, right off the ledge. Oh, yeah. There you go. There's Billy. Look, there's Billy with his chain. That's Billy. If that was Billy, he'd have a knife in his pocket, and he'd have a sack of pot in his other pocket. Billy had blonde hair too. Look, that's not too far off. Look at this though. I guess, listen. Oh, whoa! It says something here. Look at this. 2 a.m. is no time to be alone in the subway. And you're about to find out why. Whoa! Renegade. It's like, you know what they should have wrote there? You walk through the subway and his eyes burn a hole in your back. All right, never mind all that. Here we go. Renegade. Wow, I guess on the heels of Double Dragon, right? Everybody wanted to do it. Everybody wanted to do it. It's got to be a beat 'em up. I've never played Renegade. This guy's got a mohawk. He's got the anarchy patch on his vest. On his vest that he's not wearing a shirt underneath. All right? You see a guy with a mohawk and a vest with no shirt walking your way? It's pretty safe to say you should walk the other way. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. Wow, look at this. Woo! Mindscape Incorporate. God, Pat, you're nailing it, man. I don't think we have any of these. Gauntlet 2. Wow. You know, after having Gauntlet 1, getting Gauntlet 1 for Christmas, I might have passed on Gauntlet 2. It just frustrates me that your energy goes down for standing there. It's just not fair. It's not fair. Okay. We got here. What? Milton Bradley. The Legend of Lost City, Digger, T-Rock. I never ever saw. The name of the game is Digger T-Rock? Never ever saw that game. How interesting. I know nothing about it. Milton Bradley. I think Milton Bradley, I think a Hasbro, I think a Mattel. Oh, the big toy companies. Remember Hasbro? Hasbro. It's like Saturday morning cartoons just cemented all those toy companies in you. Buy Mattel. Buy Hasbro. You know? Just cemented. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, look at here. All right, you ready for this? Never played it on a Nintendo. One of my absolute favorite games for the ColecoVision. Bump and Jump. Oh my God, so fun. So fun. I remember you were driving this car. It was almost like Spy Hunter. But then you would jump over these big rivers, I don't know, waterways, canals. And, wow, what a fun game. I could get far on Bump and Jump for Coleco. I wonder what this is like for the Nintendo. And look at that. Vic Tokai. Vic Tokai. Somebody want to explain to me how this guy died? I heard there was like some seedy nonsense going on with Vic's death. I don't know. Somebody got to him. The triads. Japanese got a mafia, buddy. They got a mafia. Don't be fooled. Everybody talks about the Russian mafia, the Italian mafia. I got news for you. The Japanese, they got their mafia too. Don't mess around. Here we go. And finally, all right, what we got here? Whoa. Pat, man, this is some great lot of games. Wow. Here's a game by Sammy Thundercade. Oh my God, what's going on here? This guy's got look at a motorcycle. Minigun on a Gatling gun on a motorcycle. What, are you kidding me? Guns coming out of the side? What kind of motorcycle? Motorcycle, jet, tank, helicopter? Take my money? Oh, I would have bought this game. On cover art alone, I would have bought this game as a kid. Wow, it's really nice shape. Thundercade. If I were to take a guess on this game, I'm thinking Jackal. style gameplay. I don't know. That's my guess. Holy smokes. Wow. Pat, Rob, wow, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, 12 fantastic additions to the game cabinet. Thanks, guys. Let's get them in there. Oh, fucking filthy animal. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. There's 2 more games in here. I do this kind of thing all the time. Here we go. I didn't even realize. Wow. You ready for this one? Oh, this one really pisses me off. Wait a second. For Christ's sake. Leave it closed. All right, you ready for this one, guys? This is the one I love, okay? Here we go. You ready for this, guy? The Legend of Cage. Oh my God! Can all these video game hipsters stop? You know, it's really called The Legend of Kage. Can we go back to 1989? When was this released? I don't know. I know this was an earlier release on Tato game, Legend of Cage. All right, let me scenario. Sleepover party, Bithead 1000's house. You come over. Hey guys, what game you want to play? You say, let's play The Legend of Kage. Okay. Immediately we would have grabbed you by the hair. All right. I guess we wouldn't have grabbed you by the hair. All right. We would have grabbed you. We would have taken you out back, and we would have made a man out of you. Bottom line. Nobody was calling it Kage back then. And sure as hell aren't calling it that now. Here we go. You're this ninja. I mean, you jump around. You can jump. It has these floaty jumping mechanics where you can jump through the trees. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I played this game. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out, like, it's fun to jump so high, but at the same time, this I don't know. It's like you have no control over this guy. He's just like jumping through the trees. It's interesting to play. If I had it as a kid, I probably would have enjoyed it. And wow, here we go. This was a big deal, man. This was a big deal. Okay, this was a big deal. This was one of those day one purchases by Rex. I think I talked about this before. Looking through Rex used to get Nintendo Power. So we used to look at Strider. This was a huge deal, man. We had to get Strider. And, it was Capcom. Not that we really knew about game developers back then, but I mean now, it's looking back, it's Capcom. And Strider, man, was the real deal. Nice game back in the day. Beautiful graphics. That was the big draw, the beautiful graphics. And good game. Got Strider for the PC Engine. So excited. Strider on the PC Engine. It's got the arcade card. Uses the extra RAM. Oh, disgusting game. It was supposed to be a near perfect arcade port. Absolutely horrendous game. Nice graphics, ton of flicker. It's like, what? Listen, if I'm using a RAM chip, like an expandable RAM chip, all right, my game better run flawlessly. I don't want to see any slowdown. I don't want to see any flicker. Anyhow, let's get them in there. Do we got to do this again? I don't know. God damn it! Guess who's got a freshly charged battery? You guessed it, folks. This fucking drill's not going to make a fool of me this time. Okay.